Hey everyone, it's Cheryl from Teaching 2 and 3-year-olds. I'm so excited to be coming back after 2 weeks off for winter break, and I have so much to share with you. But first of all, I just want to thank all of you. I have been getting the nicest emails telling me how important these videos are to you in setting up your classroom and for getting ideas. I know a lot of you are just starting out teaching, and so I just want to say thank you for those emails. They mean so much to me, and your feedback helps me to know what you are looking for in my videos and also on my website, teaching2and3-year-olds.com. So we are kicking off our winter with the theme of snow and ice. And so some of the books that I'm going to be reading: One Mitten, No Two Alike, Big Snow, Red Mitten. And then something else that we're going to be doing is, this is a printable that I have the link in the description. I'm going to cut these out, and we're going to be, I'm going to hide these in the classroom, and they're going to find them. If they can tell me the letter on it, that's fine. If not, that's okay too. These come in upper and lowercase. But again, we are about halfway through our school year, and we still love to have lots of hands-on interactive ideas for circle time. I'm still getting those children up and out of their seats or off the carpet, moving around, hands-on learning. So this is one of the examples of what we're doing, and I will be sharing more in the blog post that goes with this video once it is published. Also, my friend, my talented musician friend, Nancy Kopman, has just released her 5th CD. And you all have been asking me for songs for lining up and songs for washing hands. And when Nancy sent this to me, I looked on the back, and lo and behold, she actually included both of those songs in her CD. So this is Everybody Line Up.
Everybody line up, line up, line up, everybody line up.
I think that this would be a great song to cue the children to start lining up. And as I have mentioned before, I absolutely love using music to get the children through transitions. So this is her lining up song. And then she also has I'm Washing My Hands, which would be a lot of fun to play when it's time for the children to wash their hands.
I'm washing my hands, I'm washing my hands.
And I especially want to use that song at the beginning of the year when we are learning how to wash our hands, because we can actually play this song while we're showing them how to squirt the soap on their hands and how to make sure to get every finger in between the fingers and rinsing. So I wanted to make sure to share this with you. I'll put a link to this in the description. Again, it's called Senses by Nancy Kopman. So now let me show you what we're going to be doing in our classroom for our snow and ice theme. On our science table, we are going to be making snow. Now, I am hoping and hoping and hoping that we get real snow, but right now it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So I bought some Insta Snow. It's powder, and you just mix it with some water. It's really fun, and it has a very interesting texture. So we're just gonna do that over on our science table and kind of talk about how it feels. And then in our dramatic play area, we have collected different hats and gloves, ski gloves, and their very favorite, they love to put on the ski masks. And we have over on our dress-up cart, we have some winter hats and some scarves. So they're just gonna be doing some winter clothing dress up, and we are going to be talking about what kind of clothes do we wear when it's cold outside. Over in our block area, it has nothing to do with the theme. I put out some very favorite toys of one of our students. I just learned that one of our 3-year-olds broke his leg in a skiing accident, And so his mobility is going to be very limited. And so I was thinking of ways that will help him. He loves to move. He loves to push the cars all over the classroom, but that's going to be a real challenge for him. So I decided to bring all of his favorites over here on our train table, because then it'll be easier for him to sit in a chair and be able to play with these. And of course, always I have, with all of our children in our block area, always make sure to have other pieces as well so they can add on to it, like our arch blocks and our tree blocks, and also our unit blocks. While I was on Amazon in December, I came across these really cool snowball makers. Now, I wish we could use these outside to make real snowballs, and if it does snow, these are gonna be going right out there, but I thought they'd be really fun with kinetic sand, because kinetic sand likes to kind of come together. So I love these because it allows they're big. They can use 2 hands to open and close, which is perfect for 2 and 3-year-olds. And then they just simply scoop up the kinetic sand, and they can drop it right into the pail. They can also pick up the different snowflakes as well. So I just thought, you know, this is gonna be, I think, a lot of fun for them to make these with the kinetic sand, to make the balls. And if it really does snow, we're bringing these outside for real snow. And also, for those who I always like to kind of have a few different options. So we also have these scoops here. And also, of course, I've shared these over and over again, are bug tongs. They can also scoop those up and put those into the pail as well. On our easel, I have just free cut some mittens that we have on the easel, and then I'm also going to just have some paint and some brushes so they can paint them different colors. Over winter break, I actually created quite a few free printables for you guys for your winter theme. And I'm not gonna be using all of these this week, but I wanted to show them to you so that when you go to my website or when you see the link to these printables in the description, you will know how you can use them. So the first one I have here is how many buttons are on the snowman. And I have enough from 1 to 10, but I always suggest just putting out about where you think your children are. Like, for example, for my 2 and 3-year-olds, I'm not gonna put all 10 of these out. I'm gonna just be putting probably 4 to 5 out. But if you're doing this at home and you know that your children can do more than that, you can go up to 10, same in your classroom, or if you have older children. I usually like to go to 10 just so that I give you that option. I printed these and laminated them just for durability. You don't have to. If you don't laminate these, I highly suggest that you copy them onto cardstock, which is heavy paper. So for this one, you can use, it says to use buttons, but I am going to use these, I guess these actually really are buttons, but they're little wooden snowflakes. So you can just says 1, and then you'll just put 1 snowflake on. 2 snowflakes, and so on. What these activities are really good for is for when you have your table activities set up. We have our table activities set up during our Free Choice Centers time, and they also are really good if you have small groups, because you can work with a small group of children. You could even give them each a different card with a different number, and then they have to count how many go on each one. So these are a great tool for working on number recognition as well as simple counting. And along the same line, I have these snowball printables. And it goes from 1 to 10, but use the ones that you feel are going to work for your children. And then let's say, for example, we have 3 here. I just have some really small little cotton balls that I got off Amazon. I'll put the link in the description if you're interested, but you could use something else as well. And they just put, this says 3, and there are 3 snowballs, so they just put 1 snowball on each circle. I also have these number puzzles that go from 1 to 10. Now this is an activity that you can't just decide just to go to 5. You do have to go all the way to 10. So this might be a little bit advanced for younger children, but for children who know if they can put the their numbers in numerical order. This is perfect for them, going from 1 to 10. So you make a copy of it. I copy it onto heavy paper, and then you just cut on the line so that you have 10 pieces, and then you invite your children to put the pieces in numerical order so that then when they're finished, they will see this picture. And in that same packet, I also have this one with the snow people. So the links to all of these are in the description. And then I also have these snowman counting cards. And these again go to 10, but you can just go as far as you know that your child is able to. And you can invite them to put them in numerical order. And then what I did was I just have some of these foam numbers that I use for everything. And you can just tell them, they can just like put the 1 next to the 1 on the card, 2, 3, going all the way up. For my children next week, I'm only gonna go to 5, but I always keep the extra ones handy just in case I'm working with a child and all of a sudden they're like, they wanna go more. I have it ready for them to go. Again, these activities are a lot of fun at your activity table. We do ours during centers time or during small group. And then I also have these ones here. This is a matching the ice skate with the ice skater that has the same color jacket on. And then I also have these snowmen that you match their colors up. And that's it for our table activity printables, but I will show you another one that I have over on our light table. So on our light table, I have our 1 to 5 snowflake counting cards. These actually go up higher than 5, but I'm just gonna put 5 out for this particular class. And then I have these little snowflakes that they are just going to put right on top of the snowflake on the printable. And then I just had to show my little, I have a little snowflake discovery bottle there. It's just these little snowflake confetti pieces that I got. And then I just put them in a vase water bottle with some water. And I put some dishwashing liquid in there too, because that way when you shake it, the pieces don't just stay to the top. They kind of swirl around a little bit. So I thought, oh, that's a fun little addition to our light table. At our writing table, we will be using my mitten printable and also my snow people printable. And also, the mitten printable actually came from a real fun marble painting activity. I will put the link to that in the description in case you're interested. In fact, I'm thinking about doing it again this week. But it's a lot of fun. You put everything into a baggie with some marbles and you zip it up with some paint and you shake it around and you paint the mitten, and it looks really, really cute as a display on the wall as well. So that's how our classroom is set up for our snow and ice theme. And I just want to wish all of you a happy new year. I am so excited to share more with you this year. All of our activities that we're doing in our classroom, tips for teachers, and make sure that you are subscribing to my newsletter. I have a special edition that's just for teachers that comes out every Sunday, and that shows highlights of what we're doing in the classroom as well as tips and extra activities. I also have a section that is for parents and grandparents and nannies of things you can do at home. And I also have there's a segment that is my Friday freebies where I give you different free activities, not just my own, but also from other blogs as well. And that is the link to subscribe to my newsletters is in the description of this video. And of course, I hope that you have subscribed to this YouTube channel because I am publishing new videos, several every week, except when I'm on winter break. And they are, there's so many different tips that I'm sharing, and I actually show our activities being done by our children. So it's not just me talking about them, but you actually get to see the activities in action in our classroom done by my students. And make sure to click on the bell icon so you get that notification, because every time I publish a video, you will get notified so you can watch it. So again, Happy New Year. I am so thankful for you and that you're here, and I can't wait to share more with you. And leave a comment below of what you're looking for. What would you like to know more about this year? Thanks for watching.